So for years, Mars, commonly known as the red planet, has been thought to be just a barren rock with only slight water traces found on the surface. So for years, NASA conducted probe launches and land surveys of Mars to try to find any new evidence that might prove otherwise. Recently, NASA launched the MAVEN probe towards Mars. They held high hopes that the MAVEN probe would send back images that would prove some scientists' theories correct about Mars. What MAVEN did return to NASA completely shocked them and was beyond their expectations. After researching not only the probe but our explorations, I understood why they wanted to find out the nature of this planet. Ever since the discovery of water reservoirs under the surface of Mars, there have been suspicions that at some point Mars actually did have life. Curious about Mars' ability, NASA launched the Mars Curiosity rover on November 6, 2011. The rover landed successfully on August 6, 2012. For the first few pictures, NASA officials and scientists grew discouraged. The landscape seemed much too arid and dry to ever have life. But suddenly the rover began sending images of videos of more promising areas, with mud cracks and sediments that showed signs of ancient life. This led to newfound research in Mars, which allowed them to discover that there used to be microbial beings living on the surface of Mars at some point. Because of this, NASA built a new probe to send out. Here, the MAVEN probe was first launched on September 21st, 2014. A few days later, MAVEN entered the atmosphere of Mars and began orbiting. Unlike Curiosity, MAVEN was analyzing the atmosphere based on new research that had been conducted upon the Mars atmospheric cycle. So, scientists believe multiple things about the red planet from around 2005. One of them is that Mars' atmosphere was continually eroded over years by solar flares, which are rays of sunlight that detach from the sun and look like fashion. Due to further evidence by MAVEN, however, it is believed that this eroding process was sped up in Mars' early years as a planet, due to the fact that the young sun was only just now becoming a part of our solar system, and the planet used to be somewhat closer to the sun than it is now. Because of the atmospheric loss, much of the oxygen and water held there began to escape into space, eventually being evaporated by the sunlight and turning Mars into the planet we see today. They believe the reason for the red sediment is that lots of nutrients that used to be in the water got into the soil, and over the years turned the soil into a red dust-like soil, which could happen to Earth if we were to lose our atmosphere. NASA pinned a reason to claims of Mars having life at some point, and this was proven by none other than MAVEN, which pieced together a video of what Mars may have looked like millions of years ago. The old Mars looked exactly like Earth, with only differences in shape and size of land masses. Even with this evidence, many people are still skeptical as to whether or not this is true. Many people believe Mars can never hold any life and is still not suitable for any human life. Due to this belief, it's become harder for NASA to launch their new program, allowing humans to possibly go to Mars to live in their first non-Earth colony. They're hoping that this program will eventually hold roots in the whole world, actually. And they're hoping that many people will sign up to go. The basis for the program is that they want to be able to colonize Mars to turn it back into what it used to be millions of years ago. NASA has uncovered lots of information about how Mars has changed and how it might do similar to Earth. For example, many of the oceans in our world, Mars actually had more of. They had smaller land masses to what we had, but they had more water, and they definitely had some kind of animal and large animal and small animal life. Due to this, many scientists changed their views about the red planet. From them believing that it was just a barren rock with only slight water, they now know that Mars used to be almost the exact replica of Earth. Some scientists have even believed that Earth was made from bits of Mars that flew into Earth at an early stage. I encourage all of you to do more research and decide what you believe is correct about the red planet's origins and whether or not you will become one of NASA's new colonists on Mars.